U.S. Open. Rich Beem and Brad Faxon reflect on Rory McIlroy's impressive start in Brookline. McIlroy carded an opening round 67 at the Country Club, seeing him share the early lead alongside Joel Dahmen, David Lingmerth and England's Callum Tarran. Watch the U.S. Open throughout the week live on Sky Sports Golf. Brad Faxon and Rich Beem both paid tribute to Rory McIlroy after his impressive opening round at the U.S. Open, where the former world number one made a strong start on his bid for a fifth major title and first major title since 2014. The Northern Irishman followed Sunday's RBC Canadian Open victory with a strong showing at the Country Club, carding 4 birdies and producing several impressive par saves to grab a share of the early lead for the second successive major. Sponsored link. If you'd rule Thailand, this game simulates geopolitical conflicts. Conflict of Nations. Recommended by. McIlroy's only blemish came when he found thick rough with his approach to his final hole and then failed to get up and down, with Faxon, who is part of the former world number one's coaching team, believing the closing bogey may not be as much of a disappointment as it seemed. The story of McIlroy's opening round. McIlroy explains bunker frustrations. He continued his great putting streak like he had last week in Canada, where he putted brilliantly, Faxon told Sky Sports News. I think he played with some fire and some inspiration. We saw some anger while he played, and I really think the bogey on the last is probably going to help him. It will allow him to stay a little bit upset and maybe play with a little bit more passion. We know how much this means to him, especially being the figurehead. Thotha is worldwide, so to add another national title to his resume would be pretty good. I've seen him get, and we've seen a lot of golfers get angry when they're not on, but McIlroy's on right now. He has got everything going, and I just think maybe he was disgusted with the break he got at the 5th, with the ball finishing where it did on the easiest par 4 on the golf course. McIlroy said he had a little extra spring in his step after the win last week and it builds his confidence, but it's always hard to defend a title in. It's hard to play another great round after a great round like he had on Sunday. I think this is a heck of a start for him. He is certainly in a position where he would have taken it at the beginning of the day. No player has won a major the week after a PGA Tour victory since McIlroy achieved successive wins in 2014, with Beem impressed by how the world number 3 followed up his Canadian Open victory with another encouraging performance. I've got to say it was a class act from McIlroy, especially coming after the win in Canada last week, Beem told Sky Sports. Not perfect, not spectacular, but really solid from tee to green. You never quite knew what to expect when you go out and play as wonderfully as you do last week. How do you keep that momentum? He came out and did exactly what it needed to do, made a couple of really nice par saves early but kept momentum with a couple of birdies on the front 9 and just really played a solid round. I've got to say, watching him out there, it looked easy, it looked comfortable. But saying that, he also had a really good start at the PGA Championship, where he had the lead and he stumbled a little bit the next day. I don't quite expect the same thing here at all. Today he backed off a little bit with the driver. I think that has to do with the fact he wants to make sure he goes out and gives himself the best opportunity to score, and if he has to lay back a little bit the first day, then he'll take advantage going in towards the weekend. Watch the U.S. Open throughout the week on Sky Sports. Live coverage continues Friday from 1 p.m. on Sky Sports Golf and Sky Sports Main Event.